It is a time of unrestrained expression of excitement and jubilation that is irresistibly contagious. Indeed, Likumbi Lya Mize is unique in every way, and Zambezi Zambia, a consistently faithful partner, was present in a big way to make it all happen. Likumbi Lya Mize is a celebration of Mize, the traditional headquarters of the Luvale people, where Senior Chief Ndungu's palace is situated. Both the old and the young, the parents and their children, share a common platform to celebrate the moving of the Mize capital from Angola to its present location in the sandy plains of the Zambezi. On Wednesday morning, one is awakened to the sound of jubilation. The crowd assembles to try to catch the first glimpse of the Makishi as they emerge from the graveyard. Makishi are considered to be spirits of the dead. Therefore, before the Makishi emerge, a ritual is performed in order for the Makishi to come out of the grave. It is called kuvumbuka, which means to resurrect. The ritual is performed by designated elders only and in strict secrecy. The commencement of the ceremony is dependent on the success of the kuvumbuka. Zambezi Zambia yet again emerged the major sponsor of this year's Likumbi Lya Mize with a contribution of 50 million kwacha, among other material support. Meanwhile, the distinctively decorated Nyatundanji, mothers of the boy initiates, prepare the lihanga. Under the sand are hidden some presents for the Makishi. Instead of giving them directly, the women would rather play some kind of hide-and-seek game with the Makishi. The Nyatundanji are an integral part of the ceremony, as they are not only the mothers of the boy initiates, but their presence also represents the pivotal role that women play in the community. This calabash is called suwa. It contains some beer that is meant to be offered to the spirits of the ancestors. During the mukanda, everyone wearing beads in their hair is identified with the Tundanji, the boy initiates. In the olden days, the mothers of the boy initiates would wear mafikila, multiple pieces of cloth around their waists, as a symbol of status. As the Makishi emerge and commence the procession through the usually sleepy town, the young and energetic run ahead to signal a successful kuvumbuka and that the Makishi have been sighted and are coming. With time, the crowd keeps growing bigger and bigger, with everyone waiting to see and be a part of the festivities. When the Makishi reach the lihanga that had earlier been prepared by the Nyatundanji, Chizaluke prepares to unearth the goodies that had earlier been buried. This partnership between the Nyatundanji and the Makishi will be visible throughout the festivities. Symbolically, it is the Nyatundanji that brings the spirits of the Makishi in touch with humanity. Before people can start to feast, they must first offer some beer to the spirits of the ancestors through the ritual of breaking the suwa. Likishi Shabu Kolo is given the honor of breaking the sewer. There is jubilation when the calabash is broken and the beer splashes out, knowing that the spirits of the ancestors have been given their share of drink for the celebration. Chairman of the Zambezi Organizing Committee and a female of royal descent are elevated to perform the Poko ya Kayombo Kakutemba as he wields the sword that was once used in wars of conquest. The basket is called lualo. It is used to carry jisopo, medicine that is meant to keep away contrary spirits. Despite the dust, the heat, and the distance covered so far, more people continue to run to and fro, back and forth, ahead of the makishi tirelessly. The procession through town heads to the district commissioner's office, where the makishi are to pay homage to the civic leaders. Likishi Shavukolo is yet again given the honor of breaking the sewer. Again, the Poko ya Kayombo Kakutemba was performed to show respect to the civic leadership of Zambezi and ultimately that of Zambia as a whole. Likishi Mupala now leads the makishi in paying homage to the district commissioner. Having passed through town, the procession heads for the Chilende on the eastern bank of the Zambezi River, which is to be the climax of entertainment for scores of people, some of whom have come from far and wide. It is in these plains where the makishi hold a variety show to the delight of the crowd. Wanyatu Ndanji swing into action as they wait for the makishi to join them. Anyone that wishes to show what one can do is at liberty to join in the dance. It is also an opportunity for the drummers to show off their skills. Chizaluke is well known for the Fwifwi dance. He seems to have so much energy that the women that dance with him should be ready to keep up with him. Likishi Lya Mize belts out one dance after another. There is no dull moment as this girl joins the makishi ya Mize to show what she's made of. It is simply dancing time. As the sun goes down, time draws near for the Makishi's ceremonial crossing of the Zambezi River to the west bank. This is also an opportunity for the paddlers to cash in on the people that are crossing the river. The day is concluded when all the Makishi cross and later head for the Mukanda. On Thursday, all roads lead to the West Bank, the venue for the cultural festival. People cross by canoes, pontoon, boats to witness performances at the Chilende of the West Bank. As one awaits the commencement of the day's program, it is time to enjoy the sandy beach of the Zambezi River. Teenagers, especially girls, like to provoke the Makishi so they can run into the water when they are chased. It is simply fun time. Before long, the West Bank has become a hive of activity. The star of the Thursday celebrations is Likishi Chizaluke. Chizaluke is the Likishi that represents each boy coming out of the Mukanda. The number of Chizaluke represents the number of the boy initiates at the Mukanda. Chizaluke is the favorite of women. They all run for him as he belts out the Fufi dance. Thursday is concluded with the Nyatundanji showcasing how the women of old obtained clean and safe water to drink. Josephine Chipango explains the significance of the activity the women are doing.
Us as Luvales in our village, we have small wells like this where we draw water, use them for washing plates, to bath, to wash your clothes. But it's not a permanent well. After some time, again you change, you go and dig at a different place, as long as it's clean.
On Friday, the venue for festivities shifts from the river to the Chilende at the Mize capital. Scores of people cross the Zambezi to Mize capital. Zambezi Zambia was also prepared for the day with many programs lined up. Zambezi Zambia's prominence at the ceremony was beefed up with the arrival of the Director of Marketing, Evans Muhanga, aboard a chartered plane. Evans went on to reiterate Zambezi Zambia's commitment to supporting such ceremonies as Likumbi Lya Mize.
As Zen, from Celtic days, of course, we've always been supporting traditional ceremonies. And this is just one of the main traditional ceremonies in Zambia. But me individually, I come from this province. So I've got like two hats really when I come here. So as Director of Marketing for Zen, but also as a Luvale from Northwestern Province. The ceremony is very dear to my heart as well, because it's where we celebrate the Luvale people, the tradition, the culture, and we entertain people who come here.
The Director of Marketing later led his team to pay a courtesy call on Senior Chief Ndungu. Matters of protocol are never to be taken for granted here. Mr. Muhanga presented gifts to the chief and reaffirmed Zambezi Zambia's commitment to continue supporting the Likumbi Lya Mize traditional ceremony. Outside the palace, entertainment had in the meantime gathered momentum. This is the cultural festival of the Makishi dancers from different places where the Luvales live other than the Northwestern province. Evans and his team took time to be a part of the curious spectators. These activities will culminate into all-night-long dancing. Now Saturday is the climax. People from far and wide and locals made a very early start to Mize capital. It is today when Senior Chief Ndungu will come out to celebrate with his people. All activities are confined in the main arena. Therefore, it is everyone's desire to secure oneself a good spot within these premises. Meanwhile, the different cultural groups were on hand to entertain the crowd before the official start of the program. Among the drums for the Luvale is the ngoma pwita, friction drum. Others call it the talking drum. It needs some great skill to play and produces a unique sing-along sort of sound. Among the visiting chiefs that graced the ceremony were Chief Mumena and Senior Chief Kanilele, both from Zambezi District. There were sub-chiefs who also entered the arena according to seniority. This year's guest of honor was Vice President George Kunda, State Council, who was accompanied by his wife and other senior government officials. With the guest of honor and the Royal Highnesses Chief Kucheka and Chief Chinyama having arrived already, anticipation for the spectacular arrival of His Royal Highness Senior Chief Ndungu was high. Meanwhile, the arena did not run out of mesmerizing entertainment that drew many to participate, including the guest of honor. Evans Muhanga, Zain Zambia Director of Marketing, could not resist the Kachacha rhythm. It is said that Kachacha is a sort of music that is meant to be danced to all night long without getting tired. Notable is the skill exhibited by the drummer, who displays his expertise in playing multiple drums. The sound of the muondo from a distance signals the imminent coming of His Royal Highness, the Senior Chief Ndungu. His Royal Highness Senior Chief Ndungu, sitting with his wife, finally enters the arena in the special cart called Kalikoki. The chief is escorted by the royal guards, retainers, and praise singers. As the royal cart is drawn into the main arena, everyone is expected to kneel down and clap in honor of His Royal Highness.
Yes, that is His Royal Highness.
Once the royal couple has taken their seats, the Luvale anthem, Poko Yakayombo Kakutemba, is sung again, this time in honor of His Royal Highness Senior Chief Ndungu. It is now time for the Makishi procession led by Kayipu, Chief of the Makishi, to enter the arena. Among the Makishi procession are the Tundanji, the boy initiates, who are an integral part of the ceremony. It is said that without the Tundanji, there would be no Makishi. Being chief of the Makishi, Kayipo is not to be part of the Makishi that go to pay homage to senior chief Ndungu. Having shown their respect to His Royal Highness, all the Makishi proceed to paying homage to Kayipo, their chief. The royal salute called Kulifukula is done by a special praise poet who ought to be a member of the royal clan. This is the moment when the lineage is called into presence as the crowd bears witness. Oral history states that the first leader of this group of immigrants from the north was Kenga Naweji. She pegged her first camp along Lake Tanganyika in the present-day Tanzania. The journey later continued to present-day Democratic Republic of Congo, where Konde Mateti continued the lineage. Konde Mateti was later married to Chivinda Ilunga, a hunter from the neighboring Luba Empire, which brought opposition from her brothers. When the Luba hunter installed himself on the throne, it prompted Luweji's brothers to leave in protest. Their migrations formed the diaspora of the Luvale, Chokwe, Luchazi, and Mbunda tribes in Angola. Among the brothers that left to establish their own chieftainship was Chinyama Chamukwamai. Chinyama Chamukwamai is the originator of today's Luvale, of whom Senior Chief Ndungu is a descendant. Unlike other Makishi that wear skins, Kayipo is noticed to wear a blanket as his symbolic attire. He is also seen to walk majestically, a walk that is worthy of a king. Going ahead of Kayipo is Likishi Kapalu. His role is that of being Kayipo's bodyguard. Apparently, Kapalu has a mission to accomplish for his master. Kapalu had better rush to prepare the meat for his boss. Kutopoka is a fearsome dance that invokes the wrath of royalty and the power of the kingdom. It is only performed by a member of the royal family. The entry of the Nyatundanji raises curiosity, as they apparently seem to be hiding something. These girl initiates are called Miali. Every Luvale girl that comes of age is separated from the community. During the seclusion phase, the initiates rise early each morning and are taken to a clearing at the outskirts of the village. There, they receive formal instructions in the arts of domestic management, fertility, and sexual agility. Likewise, the boy initiates are called Tundanji. Between the ages of 8 and 12, boys leave their respective homes for 1 to 3 months to an isolated bush camp called Mukanda, an initiation and circumcision camp. The purpose of the Mukanda is to transform and introduce the boys to the world of the men and manhood. It is at the end of the Mukanda that the Makishi masquerade is performed, a ritual which is celebrated by Bakachinyama-Chamukamai communities, which include the Luvale, Chokwe, Luchazi, and Mbunda people. Likumbi Lya Mize is indeed a ceremony that never runs short of rich, educational, and informative entertainment. It is for this reason that Zambezi Zambia, the major sponsor of this year's ceremony, reiterated its unwavering commitment to continue supporting such events.
As a brand, Zen, we are committed to Africa's passions, and this is why we always get involved in traditional ceremonies. You may ask why. Communication in itself is something that you can pass on to the generations to come. And we have to preserve our culture, and as Zen, in the group we've made it deliberate that we are going to promote arts and culture to ensure that those who are children today will not lose what our old ancestors brought us. Now, I just want to implore that for the people that are in the rural areas, they need to take advantage of the phone, because it's not only a tool that you can use for making a call and sending an SMS. Today, as we are talking as Zen, we have partnered with Zambia National Farmers Union, and there is a shortcut 4455, which if you send, for example, maize or tomatoes or goats or cows, you'll be able to get the price that is available on the market at that particular time. So this is the kind of technology and product and services that we want to bring even to the rural communities to ensure that they can maximize the use of a mobile phone.
Speaking through his spokesperson, Senior Chief Ndungu welcomed the people to the Likumbi Lya Mize ceremony. The chief also applauded Zambezi Zambia for the relentless support rendered to the ceremony. The guest of honor, Vice President George Kunda, also acknowledged Zambezi Zambia's long-time commitment to supporting arts and culture in Zambia. The Likumbi Lya Mize traditional ceremony does not only unite the people of Zambezi, but it has also caught the attention of the international community when in 2006, the Makishi tradition was chosen as one of the UNESCO Intangible Heritage Assets, certifying it as a unique piece of heritage that must be safeguarded for future generations.